Being aware of her roots gave an actor like Smita Patil intuitive strength to blossom with such passionate spontaneity that you cannot quite imagine any other actor in the role she played.
I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar.
I always fall short of words whenever I have to speak about Smita and her association with me and with the industry. From the very first moment that we came to know of her was through her face on television. And there was always something very unusual about the way she presented herself, about the way she looked, about the way she conducted her life. And when I had the great opportunity to work with her, I realized so many other things that were extremely, extremely unique about Smita. Smita looked very frail and gentle, almost as frail as some of the wonderful flowers that she used to bring to me when I had my accident. But she was a strong woman, extremely strong, very committed to not just her work, but into her beliefs, in what she believed was right and what was wrong. Some of the things that she did in cinema with me were totally against her nature, particularly a film like Namak Halal, where she had to do a rain dance with me. And she felt it was absolutely away from her culture and thinking, but because it was contracted to do something, we had to go ahead with it. And all the time I used to keep reassuring her that everything will be fine. And then I think a month or two after the film released, we happened to be in the same city and we met up. And she said, you know, Amitabh, I've worked in so many good films, great cinema, but I feel so sad because at the airport today, all they were referring to was Namak Halal. And she somehow felt a little awkward and embarrassed about that. But the greatest thing that I want to recall about Smita is her having a sense of premonition. She was a dear friend of mine. We worked together in some very important films. But other than meeting her on sets, I never really had a social equation with her. And so when I was shooting for my film Coolie in Bangalore, one night, very late, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, the hotel receptionist called and said, you have a phone call, sir, and would you like to take it? So I said, it's really late and I have to get up early. Who is it? They said, it's Smita Patil. And this was a shock to me because I had never ever spoken to her on the phone. Neither had she called nor I called her. And I felt that maybe, there's something wrong and I need to take this call, so I did. And she said, Amitabh, are you all right? I said, yes, why? No, I just had a very bad dream and I was thinking about you and I hope you keep healthy and I hope you keep well. And I just had to talk to you and tell you about this. So I said, oh, thank you, I'm doing fine and shooting's going on well. The next morning, I had my accident in Coolie. And I cannot but think of those moments when Smita had this premonition about something going wrong with me. I've read through some of the portions of this book, and I must congratulate you, Maithriji, for really putting across the book in a great amount of elegance and in eloquence as well. There are portions which have been very deeply researched, and many of you who did not know her, as did Maithri did not know her, she has put together something which will give an indication of who and what Smita Patil really was. These are some of the words that I remember today about Smita. She was ill during a time when I was about to travel to Mauritius, and I finished very late at night here at a concert and caught a flight to Mauritius. And when I reached Mauritius, she had left us. It'll always be one of my most saddest moments, because she was not just a dear friend and colleague, but a great human being. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar.